What price happiness, what price happiness? Who can truthfully say? But for every share, with tears we pay. Love is happiness, I've had happiness.
Childhood
But it ended
Memoirs,
one day.
Kara Rosemary Ross Wilson.
Now I look at life.
The year was 1932. Franklin Delano Roosevelt had just been elected the 32nd President of the United States. In this same year, Kara Rosemary Ross was born to Alpha Adele Ainsworth of English background and Robert O'Brien Ross of Scottish-Irish heritage. At the same time of her birth, in 1932, her father owned a large dairy farm near Dallas, Texas. Two sisters were already in the Ross family, Camilla Betsy Ross, 11 years, and Margaret Joanne Ross, 3 years. As I write this, I wonder what my mother and father thought of yet another girl, instead of a possibly hoped-for boy. If this was a dashed hope, I never felt it growing up. I was glad I was a girl and felt very good about my position in the family. My father and mother were a very handsome couple, almost like sweethearts throughout their 32-year marriage. I remember acknowledging as a child that mother always put dad first in her life. My emotional anchor when I was able to realize the situation was my sister Joanne, a kind, rational human being, 3.5 years my senior. She was a wonderful older sister and is even now, although the anchor position has long disappeared. I cannot remember one instance in which either of my sisters treated me with anything but kindness.
Until that sunshine keeps through, there's only one thing to do. Whistle and dream your cares away. Your castles may tumble, that's fate after all. Life's really funny that way. No use to grumble, smile as they fall. Weren't you king for a day? Say, just remember, sunshine always follows the rain. Whistle and dream your cares away.
Even today, as I drive along lonesome highways, I find myself on the lookout for desert blooms. I am especially drawn to the natural setting. As a child, Mother's enthusiasm was contagious. She also knew the names of cloud formations, which I never learned. It always seemed as if she was expecting something interesting just around the next curve in the road. I feel that way even today. I was a sickly child when young, but turned out to be a very healthy adult. I had severe asthma attacks until I was about 6 years old, when we left Texas, and my father moved to Arizona to try and find work. But during those cold, wet winters in Texas, I often stayed under a paper tent on the floor, breathing hot, vaporized mentholatum air, with my patient mother nearby reciting, as she fingered my toes or fingers, "This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had corned beef and cabbage, and this little piggy had none. And this little piggy went wee, 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 all the way home." Or she might sing in her high-pitched voice the sad Indian ballad, "Oh, the moon shines tonight on pretty Red Wing. Her brave is sleeping, but Red Wing's weeping her heart away." I remember the drama that went on between a doctor and my mother in hushed voices. If she gets whooping cough, she'll not make it through the winter. I just felt very safe under that tent with my mother and sisters nearby, and I rather enjoyed all the attention I received. My entire life I felt wanted and loved. although with my mother's early illness from age 10 on, often Joanne and I weren't really cared for. We learned to be independent early and resourceful. I felt if I had Joanne, all was all right.
Isn't it romantic? Music in the night, a dream that can be heard. Isn't it romantic? Moving shadows right, the oldest magic word. Hear the breezes playing in the trees above, while all the world is saying you were meant for love. Isn't it romantic merely to be young on such a night as this? Isn't it romantic? Every note that's sung is like a lover's kiss. Sweet symbols in the moonlight. Do you mean that I will fall in love perchance? Isn't it romance? Sweet symbols in the moonlight. Do you mean that I will fall in love perchance? Isn't it romantic? Isn't it romance?
I have had an easier adult life than my mother. One of my regrets is that I possibly wasn't adventurous enough as a parent for my children's growth. They have mainly known the middle class path and possibly not learned the strengths that come with testing yourself earlier. Did I make them afraid of change? I wish I had made them feel that life was an adventure, or as Alice said, more curiouser and curiouser. I do feel fortunate that we like and love each other and have strong family ties. My greatest delight in life has been the joy of being a mother. and this was possible because of the love my mother invested in me. One word about being a grandmother. When I found out I was going to be a grandmother at 50 years old, I was really worried that maybe I wouldn't love them as much as I wanted to. But my second greatest joy in life has been, first, knowing Justin, and then my dear Allison. My circle keeps getting larger. Unfortunately, my husband Douglas died early of Lou Gehrig's disease in April 1985, and did not live to see our beloved family blossom. We were married 34 years. I am now 58 years old. I'm closing this journal at 74 years. Now I have 2 more grandchildren who I love dearly. We have worked to stay close even though we live 100 miles apart. Ian, handsome, smart, very verbal, 11 years old, and Matthew, good-looking, smart, very caring, 8-year-old. I wonder who you will become. Don't change too much.
I wanna wake up with the rain falling on a tin roof while I'm sailing